Hey everyone, I hope you're having a nice Saturday, and I'm aware that many are not. And even though I've still been posting online, I've actually also been holding back, wanting to allow there to be space for, for other voices, and just moving through like a lot of what we're all seeing or hearing or feeling on so many different levels, and today, I've been wanting for a while to like do some new videos. I do videos in different areas, sometimes here on my personal page, sometimes on my business page, sometimes on YouTube, different places. And today it just was like, okay, it just was very clear to me, Kim, go ahead and do it now, because there's not going to be a better moment. We are here to make that better moment. We are here to create that better moment. And we all have our different gifts. We all have our different, just so many different things that are beautiful about each of us. And so I just had to tell myself, you know what? I'm doing this video today. And so this is a unique video. When I've pulled cards before, it's typically not for specific groups of people or purposes, but that just really felt I just felt really inspired to do that today. So that's what I'm doing. And so I just want to, say that that this is a safe space for all. And it's okay to acknowledge our uniqueness, right? And it's also okay to recognize that we're more than any one label we may ever place on ourselves. And so this is something that I just felt inspired and really wanted to do today. So I'm going to get on with it. And I'm going to start off with a short little reading. This might be somewhat of a long video, but I'm going to start off with an excerpt that I randomly opened up to that is so spot on. I'm reading again from The Mastery of Love by Miguel Ruiz. And this passage is so perfect. Where was it exactly? Okay, so I'm at the bottom it starts at the bottom of page 113. This is what I opened up to. And first it starts to tell a story. So I won't get into the story because I want to get to the point of it. But the story essentially was about a woman who was refusing to see certain things that were in front of her. And so from that, then we get over to the next page, and it starts off. That is why an ancient prophet once said, there is no worse blind man than the one who doesn't want to see. There is no worse deaf man than the one who doesn't want to hear. And there is no worse madman than the one who doesn't want to understand. We are so blind, we really are, and we pay for that. But if we open our eyes and see life as it is, we can avoid a lot of emotional pain. It doesn't mean we don't take a risk. We are alive and we need to take risks. And if we fail, so what? Who cares? It doesn't matter. We learn and we move on without judgment. We don't need to judge. We don't need to blame or feel guilt. We just need to accept our truth and intend a new beginning. If we can see ourselves the way we are, that is the first step toward self-acceptance, toward stopping the self-rejection. Once we are able to accept ourselves just the way we are, everything can start changing from that point forward. I just find that so beautiful and so fitting for now. So I want to start this video off with that message for all of us. And I'm going to get into, and so awesome to see you guys here. Hey, Tom. So I'm going to go ahead and pull cards for different subgroups of us. And because we're, because I want to, and lots of love to you, Aurora, because I want to, and I am going to. So I'm going to pull different cards for different subgroups and also collectively all of us. So I'm going to start off, and I'm using some little labels, banners here. I'm going to start off by pulling some cards for the Black community. So I've got 4 different decks here, and I'm not sure if I'm going to pull cards from each deck for each one, but I'm going to start off with Keith Leon's Angel Inspirations deck. And let's see what message wants to come through. No, not those. Not those. Let me know what's going on in your world. How are you feeling today? What message wants to come through for the Black community? Oh, there we go. Okay. So we have Archangel Aniel. I'll show you the card first. And it says, do you have a strained relationship or a friendship that needs to be healed? Think of a person with whom you'd like to experience healing and a pure, honest connection. What part have you played in this relationship becoming strained? Forgive yourself, dear one, for your part in the creation of disconnection, and see how this forgiveness alone will change the energy of you and the person. Whew, that was message number 1. And let's see here. I'm going to also pull from I have a self-love deck. Let me share with you. So I'm going to pull from the angel deck. I'm going to pull from the How to Love Yourself deck, pull from the self-care card deck, and then also, and this is for all groups, and then also I'm going to pull from postcards from Spirit. So let's move on to that self-love, because we can all benefit from more of that, right? And specifically for the Black community right now. I'm just seeing what wants to come through. What wants to come through? What message wants to come through for people in the Black community? Here we go. What do we have here? It says, I accept all of myself. And the back of it says, the work I do on myself is not a goal. It is a process, a lifetime process. I choose to enjoy the process. That is beautiful. Something I want to say too, and I've said it before, and maybe you've heard this too, that even if a card is being pulled for, a specific person, or, here I'm doing different groups of people, if it resonates for you, tune into that, because then that's a message for you too. So, okay, next we're going to pull a self-care card. See what wants to come through. Okay, what message wants to come through? Okay, hold up. What message wants to come through for the Black community? Okay, looks like there's 2 here. Okay, first one. Oh, nice. Okay, first one is opportunity. And that is a Black female on the card. And it says, release your ties to the past. When you let go of the old, you make room for the new. Okay, and then the second one that came out is tenderness. And it says, speak gently to yourself. Cherish the child within. I just want to affirm in this moment that all of these cards are pulled randomly, and that this is simply my way of doing what I can to contribute some ease and flow and love into the online world right now. So I hope that that is seen and known, that I am not here to assume anything. I know that it would be wrong for me to not do something like this, since I feel called to do it. So I hope that that's understood. Lastly, I'm going to pull a postcard from Spirit to see what wants to come through. So let's see here. What message wants to come through for the Black community from this deck? Oh, okay, hold up. Okay, these are kind of long. Let's see here. Let's see here. What is this one? Okay, the bottom of it says take flight. I always love to look at the messages at the bottom. It says take flight. And then the back of it, it's kind of a long message. It says, dear you, there is always more than... These are random, okay? Seriously, these are random. Dear you, there is always more than one side to an argument. 2 sides, if not more, to every story, and hundreds of ways to be right, be different, be at odds, and so on. Today, we suggest that instead of looking for differences, you find a meeting place of agreement and approach this experience with understanding and compassion. Seek common ground to understand how another person thinks or how an alternate plan might be laid. Stay out of judgment, too. Observe, discern, but accept that others have different stories, experiences, and journeys, and some people might refuse to remain open to another's point of view. No matter what, you've been presented with a great opportunity to explore a new way of doing things once common ground is reached. You're attracting people and situations that enrich your life and bring you wonderful things to learn. We love you so much. And I noticed that word opportunity popped out again. So, whew. Okay, that was beautiful. There was another one here, and since I'm already committed to doing however long of a video this is going to be, because we have many groups to get to, I'm going to read the second one too. Okay, so the second one says, with love. And so the back of it says, dearest you, do you know how much we love you and want to help you? We are here for you. And we hear you ask for guidance, but you must let go and let us help you. You don't have to do it all. You've done your part. Now let us do ours. You would be awestruck if you knew how many strings were pulled through the matrix to give you what you need and desire. Spirit has a plan, and when you sign up to be a co-creator, you need to remember to allow the partnership. It's not one-sided. Your desires and plans meet up with those of Spirit. Remember though, Spirit's timetable and ideas of how things will play out may be quite different from yours. Trust us, Spirit's ideas are amazing. Now let go and let us do the magic. Pay attention to other areas of your life, and before you know it, a miracle will have taken place. We love you so much. That message of we love you so much on the bottom of both of these cards. So I hope that love is shining through. So let me just take a quick look at the comments here. Tom, it's awesome to see you here, and Aurora and Lillian, good to see all of you here. Oh, I'm glad that these messages are resonating. Again, all of this is totally random, and my way to hopefully spread some light. Because how can you truly be who you are, knowing who you are, and not act that out, right? So okay, we're going to move on. We're going to move on to the transgender LGBTQI community. And let's send them some uplifting messages as well. So we're going to start out again with the angel deck. Let's see here. What messages want to come through? What messages want to come through for the transgender LGBTQI community? Okay, there we go. Let's see. It's the same angel, but different message. Okay, so we once again have Archangel Anael. And she says, beloved, call on me for support with matters of the heart, be it romance, marriage, sexual matters, physical beauty, friendships, or partnerships. I can assist you in knowing how to address these matters. Ask and listen while I guide you throughout your day. I am here by your side. Use me. Oh my goodness. That is just beautiful. Okay, so that is our angel card message for transgender LGBTQI community. And next we're going to move on to a self-love card. Let's see what message wants to come through for the transgender, no, not yet, transgender LGBTQI community. And I'm even just going to say anybody else who maybe you question if you fall into that category. Okay, here we go. I think we've got two here. So again, it's what resonates for you. So The first one we have here is, looks like this, and it says, lifetime after lifetime, I am a shining spirit, a beautiful light. And the back of it says, I am always safe. I am eternal. I will go on forever from experience to experience. And the second one is, it says, I help create a world where it is safe for us to love each other. And the back of it says, love is the most powerful healing force there is. I give it and accept it without limitation. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me know if these resonate for you. I'm just organizing things here because I'm about to have a ton of cards in front of me. Okay, so those are our self-love cards. And next we are moving on to the, okay, this is where I start to go, here it is. Okay, self-care deck. Okay, what self-care card wants to come through for the transgender LGBTQI community? Okay, let's see, what do we have here? Okay, it says awareness. And the back of it says, practice present moment awareness. The meaning you yearn for lives in the ever-present now. And, you know, when cards pop out, it's not always necessarily the words that the message, the message that wants to be conveyed in that moment, it's not always through the words. Sometimes it's through the image. So I want to highlight this particular image in case that resonates for anybody. Okay. And now let's move on to our postcard from Spirit. What message wants to come through for the transgender LGBTQI community? Okay, I think it's this one. Okay, so the front of it has a big heart and it says, with love at the bottom there. And the back of it says, dearest you, did you know that when you stop fighting and accept everything exactly as it is right now, miracles start to happen? There is a freedom in this kind of radical acceptance. Let go of unrealistic expectations and see things as they really are, not how you'd like them to be. You'll be surprised at how everything seems to fall into place. When you refuse to accept things, life gets messy. You act messy, and your world stays in chaos, tension, and disarray. But don't try to force a change or manipulate circumstances. Instead, learn about what is in front of you and face it with your eyes fully open. Then you can decide, stay or go, sink or swim, move or stay still. Acceptance is the key to freedom and opens the door to the real opportunities waiting to be discovered. Set yourself and others free. Loving you so much, always and forever. And so I want to add to that. Don't assume this is saying one thing and not another. Simply hear the message and go, where does that resonate for me? Or does it? And if it doesn't, it doesn't. And if it does, awesome. And take a quick look at the comments here. Hey, Sunny, good to see you too. I'm good. I'm glad that resonates. Okay, Sunny's saying OMG, right? Okay, so, and Tom's saying they resonate with him too. So, Tom, you're not hogging anything. It's okay to comment as much as you want. So, thank you for being here and thank you for commenting and letting me know in what way these messages resonate. I really appreciate that. So we're going to move on to our third awesome group of people, recognizing the beauty and value in all. And so law enforcement, here are some uplifting messages for you as well. And so I'm going to start out with our angel messages. Thank you to all. Thank you. Thank you. So let's see what messages of love, inspiration, upliftment, positivity want to come through for our law enforcement community and partners. and friends. Hold up. Got to slow my roll. Hold on. Okay, I think we've got one here. What is this? We have Archangel Jeremiel. Okay. It says, ask me for guidance, and I will show you the blessings of the past, the beauty of this present moment, and the future you can consciously create with your words, intentions, and actions. I will show you clear visions of past, present, and future. Whew. Archangel Jeremiel. That was good. Now we're going to move on to self-love. What self-love messages want to come through for law enforcement? Okay, we've got two here as well. Okay, so something just happened. No, I think we're good. I thought something happened. Okay, we have got here, let's see, I guess. Okay, so the first one, it says, I am not restricted by limiting beliefs. And the back of it says, I am gentle, kind, and comforting to my inner child as we uncover and release the old negative messages from family and society. For anybody popping in, these are totally random. Totally random. And the second one that popped out, self-love message for our law enforcement community, or anyone else who resonates with it. It says, I affirm only the good in life. The back of it says, I am in harmony with all that surrounds me. I am at peace. I am at peace. Let's pull a self-care card over here. Self-care message for law enforcement. Anybody who identifies with that group of people. This is just, I don't know. Never mind. Here, okay, let me share something. Okay, so for most decks, there's some form of a title card or like instruction card that shows up, and I typically tend to take them out beforehand. But when they still show up, they also have meaning. And so what I have learned is this one, apparently I forgot to take it out. And so the fact that this one showed up and it caught my attention, this one is simply saying, we see you. This is saying that we see you and yes, recognize in what ways, self-care is important for you. I know this also tends to do with contracts and things of like formality and things like that. So this to me is simply saying, we see you. But let's go ahead and see what other specific message wants to come out for, okay, here we go. The card that just popped out is help. And the back of it says, ask for help. Receiving is an act of generosity. Yes. So for our people who, in law enforcement, knowing that you are there to be a peacekeeper, to help out, to be the one that responds and goes to where the fire is, right? The so-called fire. You run in when everyone else is running away. It's okay for you to ask for help as well. So look to those who are here to help you, and please know that you have support as well. And we're going to move on to a postcard from Spirit for our law enforcement community. What message wants to come out for those in the law enforcement community? Okay, that's way too many. Okay. That wasn't it yet. What message wants to come out for those in law enforcement community? But I think there might be a lot. Whoa. Okay, that one. I don't know if you saw that. It flew. Okay. Oh, interesting. So this one, the message is very clear. It says, live your dreams. I can tell you can't see that as clearly. It's very clear. Live your dreams. Okay. The back of it says, dearest to you, over here, there is no mystery for us to unravel, as we know intimately how connected we all are, how the web of creation works, and how spirit is in every aspect of life, from the invisible to the visible. But it's impossible for humans to comprehend the complexity of how things actually work, because the most important threads in the tapestry don't make sense in the dimension you live in, meaning here on Earth. That said, can you feel the importance of these currents of energy that bring events together in miraculous ways? You can't understand with your mind, but you can know with your heart and soul. Trust that even though you don't know the how, the what, or the why, we do. Surrender to the mystery and have faith that the unseen world is watching you with loving eyes as spirit weaves your life's mysterious and beautiful tapestry in glorious technicolor. Loving you so much as always. Beautiful, beautiful. So let's take a quick look at our comments here. Yes, and so Sunny's asking for links to the cards. Wait, let me see here. You pop Sunny's comment up. Hey, Kim, can you share the links or info of the cards you used, please and thank you? Yes, absolutely. I will do that when we're done. Thanks for asking, Sunny. Absolutely. Okay, we're going to move on to, where do we go next? We're now moving on to white people. So we're going to move on to uplifting messages for white people, because I know you're all feeling different things too. So, because I'm one of them, right? So, okay. So now, again, uplifting messages for everyone who identifies with the label white and anybody else who is feeling called to this portion of this video, these messages. So we're going to start off with an angel message. Let's get a beautiful angel message for white people. Let me just say, there are so many messages that want to pop out. That is obvious to me, but it's those that really, there we go. There you go. Here we go. What is the one here? We have Archangel Azrael. And so this one says, to truly love, you must first love yourself exactly as you are. There are no mistakes in God. Therefore, you make no mistakes. When it seems as though a mistake has been made, look for the lesson underneath and take that knowledge forward with you. Now let's pull a self-love card for white people. Okay, there we go. That one flew out. I am my own unique self. And the back of it says, everyone is unique and different. If we are like other people, then we are not expressing our specialness. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we're going to pull a self-care card. Okay, what message? I think there's two. Okay, that was kind of the first one. Let's see what else. What self-care message wants to... Okay, hello. Okay, this first one, what is this? Pleasure. The back of it says, do something just for fun. Pleasure is one of life's essential nutrients. And the second one, action. The back of it says, take action. The journey to find your lost self begins with one step. I think a lot of people are receiving that message. Amazing. So what is our last card? Our last one is a postcard from Spirit. So postcard from Spirit for white people. What message wants to come through? Okay. We have, wait, is this two? No, this is one. We have celebrate life. Okay. It says, dearest you, You have a unique purpose and destiny that only you can fulfill. But first, you need to know that destiny isn't a destination. You don't arrive at some special place where, poof, you're perfect and happy all the time. It's about establishing and firming up a commitment to a certain experience, whatever form that takes. Your soul knows what you need to experience. Your destiny is to be present to all of life's adventures, to discover your talents and full potential through allowing inspiration to lead you, and to risk standing apart from the crowd to listen to your soul. You are special as much as you are also, paradoxically, one with the world. Individual, yet part of a great whole. Both truths have led you to this moment where we are saying you are on the right track, even if your ego self doesn't see that. Listen to your soul. Check in with spirit. Keep going. Spirit loves you. Life loves you. We love you. So the repeating word we've seen come up for white people is unique. I noticed that anyway. Whew. Okay, let's just check the comments again here. I'm glad you guys are liking these cards. Wait. Okay. Oh, Sunny, that's awesome. Okay. Yeah, right? I'm honestly amazed by the cards that are showing up in the messages. Obviously, there's overlap and yet some key elements that may resonate for some more than others. So, okay, next we're going to move on to, there we go. Our spiritual light workers. Because I see and know, how you are also being impacted through all of this. Some of you are doing a massive, amazing job holding down the fort, so to speak, in the way that you do. And so I want to honor you for that and recognize that. And you all have your own messages already. I know that. And I wanted to incorporate you into this. And because it's, because it can be helpful to receive messages from others as well. So, okay, going to pull an angel card for our spiritual light workers and anybody who identifies with that. Okay, what message wants to come through for our spiritual light workers? Okay. Another Archangel Azrael card, right? Yeah, okay, so here we go, Archangel Azrael. And this one says, soul growth comes in many forms. Call my name for assistance in working through life lessons, through healing the pain of self-judgment, anger, guilt, and regret. I will help you find the light when things seem dark. I will stand by your side while you develop your spiritual practice and give you visions of all the good available to you. I'm blown away. Okay, so I'll put these over here. Okay, so that was our angel card for spiritual light workers. We're now going to move on to a self-love card. Let's see what message wants to come through. Oh, okay, hold up. Okay, there we go. I freely express who I am. I freely express who I am. It is my birthright to express myself in ways that are fulfilling to me. Absolutely. Absolutely. Beautiful. And let's move on to a self-care card for our spiritual light workers. And anybody who finds resonance with that, or maybe you just popped into this video right now because maybe there's something here for you. And so let's see what message wants to come through for our spirit. There we go. The card is guidance. Okay, so the back of the card says, ask for guidance. The divine will meet your every need. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And you know that, and you're tuning into that, and you're listening to that. That's beautiful. Okay, and we're going to round out the spiritual light workers with a postcard from Spirit. Let's see. And I just want to say, so postcard from Spirit is is however you connect to that. This is how I mean it. This is how it comes through me. This is God. This is angels. This is loved ones who have transitioned. Anything that comes up for you. So here we. Okay, that's not quite right. What message wants to come through for our spiritual light workers? Okay, I think it's this one. Okay, so it says, with love. And it says, dearest you, selfless giving. Dearest you, selfless giving is an elixir so sweet and life-giving and amazing that it should be customary for everyday living. Right now, generosity is being asked of you. Let go of a debt, release an obligation, or do a solid kindness to someone for no other reason than as an exercise of the heart. You will be surprised how quickly a generous heart is repaid. We know it often doesn't happen in the immediate exchange, so temper your expectations. Know that life has an uncanny way of sending miracles seemingly unrelated to our kindness, yet interconnected in magical ways. The more you act from generosity, the bigger your heart grows and the more love and abundance you will experience. We also know that someone could be entering your life with a generous offer for you. Take it and trust you are worthy and deserving of it. You have to receive, not just give. We love you so much over here. Oh my goodness. Tell me that's, Okay. Let's see what we got here. I know Sunny's saying WTF. I know, Sunny. That's what I'm thinking. Paula Brown in the house. Good to see you, Paula. And Joanne, good to see you too. Yes. So awesome comments. Yeah. So glad you guys are here. So let's move on to our next group that we are taking time to just really, send some extra love and positivity and messages. And so this is for anybody at all feeling misunderstood. Anybody. So, this could be, so maybe, maybe you fall into one of the other groups that I chose to highlight here, or not, but anybody at all who's feeling misunderstood. Maybe you feel like your intentions are not being seen, they're not being felt, and you're not sure how to move forward from that space. Then this is for you. So we're going to start off with an angel card. Okay, what message wants to come through for anybody who feels like they're being misunderstood in this moment? Give me a second here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have Archangel Ariel. And so this card says, I am Ariel, overseeing the protection and healing of animals and plants, as well as the care of Mother Earth's elements. You may request my guidance to support healing of an animal or when you'd like to participate in the beauty of the natural world. For my assistance, you need only to ask. So these messages do not have to make sense for everybody, even within a certain group. It's simply what most wants to come through in the moment for those who are going to see the video, the message, whatever. So this may resonate with you and it may not. And there also may just be simply something about the image. This could also be this, you know what? Okay, hello. Okay, also the broader message on this one. It says, I am Ariel, overseeing the protection and healing of animals and plants. This is also acknowledging the healing ability of animals and nature. And so this is recognizing that. That just came through for me. So if you're looking for more ease and feeling more understood, then nature and animals may really be the key to support you in that. Okay, next we're going to move on to self-love. Self-love messages for anybody and everybody feeling misunderstood. What message wants to come through for everybody feeling misunderstood? Yeah. Okay. I think there's going to be 2 in this one. So let's see what else wants to come through for everybody. There we go. Okay. It's this top one. So the first card is, I affirm that I'm totally willing to freely forgive everyone. And the back of it says, I release from within me all bitterness and resentment. I let go of old hurts and forgive everyone, including myself. Whew. How's that for this moment in time? That was the first one. I'm trying to remember where did I put the deck where did I put this stash? Okay, over here. Okay, the second self-love card for anybody feeling misunderstood. I love myself totally in the now. Healing means to make whole and to accept all parts of myself, not just the parts I like, but all of me. Oh, that was good. That was awesome. Okay, let's move on to a self-care card. Feel free to share this video with anybody who you think may benefit from these messages. To me, that goes without saying, but I know sometimes it helps to say it. So one more time. Okay, what message wants to come through for anybody feeling misunderstood? Here we go. This is good. Intent. And yes, that's a naked woman. Okay, the back of the card says, focus your energy. There is amazing power in a strong intention. So what are ways that you can focus your energy? So many ways. Through your thoughts, through tuning into your emotions, the words you say to yourself, to others, all of that. So that is the self-care card. And you know what? I'm going to pull a second one. I'm going to pull a second self-care card for everybody feeling misunderstood. Let's see what else wants to come through. But that came through because there's so much value in, what is your intention behind why you do what you do, right? So my intention here is to give, is to provide some form of just relief or peace to anybody who will benefit from it in this moment in the way that I can. So let's see here. What's the second card that's just pumped out? Retreat. The back of it says, take a mini retreat. Listen to the voice of your soul. That is so good. Okay. No, okay. So we had intent and retreat. Okay, lastly, we're going to pull a postcard from Spirit for anybody feeling misunderstood. What message wants to come through for everybody feeling misunderstood? We're going to keep going. Let's see here. Okay. Here we go. It says, the bottom of this says, be fearless. And it's a picture of like a cherub sitting on some flowers. So once again, nature. Okay, the back of the card says, dearest you, on Earth, humans learn about life by telling stories and creating new ones based on shared experiences. Eventually, after repeating one often enough, it becomes your main. Okay, just trying to get the flow of this sentence. Okay, I'm going to start over. Dearest you, on Earth, humans learn about life by telling stories and creating new ones based on shared experiences. Eventually, after repeating one often enough, it becomes your main story that you use to define yourself and the world. So to get the answers you seek, you must get vulnerable and hear your story when you tell it. Ask, why do you tell it? Is it really true? What else can be true? Can you see the truth that Spirit is in all things? Do you see how other stories overlap and intertwine? Spirit loves stories, for they are like blueprints for co-creation. So tell the one we know to be true about you. So tell the story we know to be true about you. A story of courage, gratitude, and honesty. Tell an empowered story about well-being, wisdom, and grace. You will experience your world according to the story you tell about it. So make sure there are stories you're proud of. Genuine loving fan club. That's the message at the bottom. Genuine loving fan club. So here's what I wanted to point out. Okay, so now that I see a theme, we have a naked woman, and we have here, you must get vulnerable and hear your story when you tell it. The theme of vulnerability. It can be scary as heck. And tell an empowered story about well-being, wisdom, and grace. Tell the one we know to be true about you, a story of courage, gratitude, and honesty. I just wanted to highlight that vulnerability part. It's okay. It's okay. Right now is this ripe and raw time for everyone to be a little more vulnerable and do those things or say those things that might be scary. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. What is the story you want to tell? What is true for you? What is the gift you want to bring to the world through you? So, okay, so that is our messages for everybody feeling misunderstood. And of course, if you came through at any part of this, feel free to, of course, watch the replay. And let me take a quick look at the comments. Hey, Mercedes, good to see you too. Paula's saying love, Ariel. Yes, yes, yes. And blanket forgiveness. Absolutely. And Nori, so good to see you. Time for soul talk for sure. Yes. Awesome, awesome comments. Okay. We're going to move on to, I've got 2 more groups here that we're going to do. So our next one is everyone else. So maybe you don't identify with any of the groups that I've already highlighted. Maybe you don't feel misunderstood and maybe you're just, none of that resonated for you. This is for you. This is for you. So let's see here. And then after this, we're going to do everyone together. So we're going to start off with our angel card. Okay, let's see here. What message wants to come through for everybody else who may have not resonated or identified with any of the groups that I previously was pulling cards for? Everybody else, we see you. You are seen. You are heard. You are loved. And so what is this message for you? No, not yet. What message wants to come through for everybody else? I really like when they pop out. Okay, there we go. It popped out. Okay, we have Archangel Uriel. And so it says, all the answers you seek are within you. I urge you to cultivate a practice of meditation. Sit in silence with your questions long enough to receive the answers you seek. The truth is, you are the answer you've been searching for. You need only look within for the answers you seek. You are the answer you've been searching for. Beautiful. So let's pull a self-love card. Okay, hello. Okay, we got 2. So the first one says, I support myself in making the right choices for me. That's so awesome. Okay. The back says, I am incredibly capable. Whenever I encounter a challenge in my life, I use the experience to learn and grow. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. The second one is, I rejoice in my creative energy. Fun, uplifting ideas flow through my consciousness, and I follow through on the ideas received, bringing them into full manifestation. Okay, we're going to pull a self-care card. Going to pull a self-care card. What message wants to come through for everyone else? Whoa. Do you see when these pop up? Okay, so we kind of got two. I think it's more this top one, but I'm going to say the second one too. So what is this top one? This top one is relaxation. It says, allow yourself to be lazy. It's okay to do nothing. The second one is, second one is silence. Rest your mind. Silence is good self-care. Notice the theme here. Maybe you need more sleep. Maybe more meditation, resting and relaxing in whatever way. So this is identifying that this is good self-care for you right now. That maybe what's best for you right now is to simply be. Okay, so, and we've got one more for everyone else. And again, these may not resonate for everyone. It's you will know if it resonates for you. Okay, what message wants to come through for everyone else? I think it's this one here. Okay. Okay, so the bottom of it says, you are not alone. You are not alone. On the back of it says, dear you, it might be hard to believe you'll ever get to where you want to go, feel the way you want to feel, and find peace and security, but you can. There's lots to celebrate in this life, but first you need to let go of this attachment to achieving certain results. It is easy to get caught in the endless loop of wanting this or that so you can feel safe. The only way out is to surrender the attachment. Empty yourself so you can be filled with something new. The compulsion will be lifted and peace will come. Trust that something better waits, that something new will open up, and you will see new opportunities for fulfillment. The truth is, whenever you get into the loop, what you are really looking for is spirit. That connection is where the power, the peace, and the purpose lies. Everything else follows after that. Give yourself a hug. We've got you. Loving you so much. So what I'm really hearing here is if you're feeling like you maybe didn't fit into any of these other categories of groups of people that I highlighted, and maybe you're feeling any sort of anxiety about like, should I be saying this? Should I be doing that? And you're trying to figure out your place. I think the message is pretty clear right now. Allow yourself to be and tune in, and you will know what and when it's your moment to do or say something. Because action taken without, it feeling right can actually be destructive. I think we all know that on a very deep level. So you do what flows for you. And if you know there's something, you just don't know what it is, then that's the beauty of tuning into your intuition, to God, the universe, and saying, what is it for me? What is my next thing? Ask. And then you'll start to be able to receive that clarity, more and more. So you don't need to force anything, but you can tune in and see what else there is there. So those were our messages for everyone else. We'll take a quick look at the comments here before we get to our last group. And Mercedes is saying, taking the time for yourself is the best for your soul. Absolutely. So lastly, we're going to move on to uplifting messages for all of us collectively, right? We're all here at this same time on Earth, experiencing life through our own different experiences, physical, spiritual, emotional, all of it. So what messages want to come through for all of us collectively? What message wants to come through for all of us collectively? I knew this video was going to be long. And I also just knew it was time to do this. What message wants to come through for all of us collectively? this one. So we again have Archangel Uriel. And the message is, seek ye first the kingdom of God. Seek ye first the kingdom of God. Your strength comes from knowing the truth of who you truly are, an emanation of the one creator that is in, as, and through everything. Seek ye the kingdom of inner strength, self-love, compassion for others, and all things will be added unto you. Let's move on to a self-love message for everybody. Okay, hello. My mind is a powerful healing tool. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Every day I choose to send loving, healing energy to the planet. What I do with my mind does make a difference. It does. Really, really does. It really, really does. It really does. What are we thinking? Even if it's just to ourselves, what are we thinking about ourselves? What are we thinking about others? What are we thinking about what you're observing, what you're experiencing, on every level? Let's move on to our self-care card for everybody. And again, we've been pulling these cards throughout all of these different little sub readings that I decided to do today. And you may find resonance within any portion of it. So anybody who is maybe just tuning in, just, feel free to, when this video is done, go back and rewind and, maybe even like randomly scroll to a point in the video to see what message wants to come through for you. Okay, what self-care message wants to come through for all of us? There we go. Whoa! If this doesn't say it all, release. The back of it says, have a good cry. Grief is a doorway to your deepest self. I don't know where I'm putting this card. Where am I putting these? Am I putting these right here? Whew. Okay, and let's close out with a postcard from Spirit for all of us. What message wants to come through for all of us collectively? Okay, lots want to come through. One message, please. One message for, whoa, that shot out. Okay. The bottom of it says with love, and I'm not really sure what that image is. So let's see what the message is. Dearest you, as you think, so will you experience life. Thoughts are that powerful, and they need minding. Let the unruly, chaotic ones settle down so they serve you or get released instead of wreaking havoc. These thoughts arise when connected to the energy of fear and often masquerade as truth. Yet the real truth is that, essentially, all is well. Of course, you have thoughts that are positive, strong, organized, accepting, creative, open, and so on. Those are the ones we want you to keep thinking, and they have a less frantic quality. They're stimulating in a good way and don't get away from you. How do you keep an inner eye on your thoughts? Meditate and leave judgment out of the mix. Everyone has those fearful thoughts. Love them, love yourself, and then choose the thoughts you want the world to reflect back. Life is not as hard as you think. Loving you so much. And I want to acknowledge that this is not diminishing. Well, let's first acknowledge, we've got the theme of release, and we've also got the theme of how powerful our minds are. And I want to acknowledge that this is not denying anyone's experience of life. It's simply acknowledging what is possible and what is available to all of us as we learn how to release, as we learn how to use our mind as a powerful tool. So let me see if there are any new comments here. Hey, Doug, and so it is. That was beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. So I just, you know what, just so much love and strength and courage. And what else? What else do we want to infuse in this moment as we clear out? Feel free to put a word in the chat. Let's set that intention right now, right? These messages I found personally to be so beautiful. And, you know, in what I see resonance with, you know, with the different, you know, groups of people. And of course there are so many groups of us, right? So this is not excluding anyone. This is including everyone. And yet sending extra love and care to those who could potentially really use some extra right now. And acceptance all around. Absolutely. Acceptance for everybody and seeing miracles. Yes, miracles. You know what? I'll put a term for it. The chaos that we see right now, the beauty of the chaos is that it's clearing out. It's helping it to be a little easier for us to all release. Oh, this one's to come out. It's helping it to be a little easier for us to all release what doesn't serve, because when things get so painful, so chaotic, it's like, oh, it's the shaking of that crust, that outer crust that we once had in whatever form, whether it be a belief, a perception, just you know, I don't know, however you lived life or thought about life, or you know, and this doesn't have to be anything major or grand. It could be something so minor. Maybe about the possibility you thought of, like, oh, I can't meditate, right? And maybe this is now getting you to that place of saying, maybe I can. Let's try that again. Let's try meditating again and see what inner peace that can bring you in this moment. And so the beauty of the chaos is that it's helping us to shake off all the crap in any form whatsoever, whether anybody else can see, you know, would identify that as crap or not. It's a beautiful moment. And so when we release that and clear it out and clean it out, then we have this really ripe soil for something new to be created. And so that's what we're doing right now. So acceptance and miracles and inclusion. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I just really want to do this today. And I, you know, thank you to all those who are with me live, whether you commented or not, and to anybody on the replay, just so much peace and love and acceptance and miracles and inclusion for you. And so it is. And so it is. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Virtual hug. Hug. Okay. Bye, everybody.